Welcome to the Madison Miller Podcast. Today is Wednesday, August 25th, 2021. Today I'm going to recap yesterday's Major League Baseball, WNBA, Little League World Series games, look ahead to today's games in each sport and event. I will preview the MLS All-Star Game, which is tonight. I'll preview and predict the next golf tournament, the NFL guard ranks, news and notes, and best bet of the day. We'll start in baseball as we do each and every day this summer, as I will go over all the results from yesterday and look ahead to a busy but not super busy slate for today. Mariners over to A's, 5-1. Seattle, 69-58. Oakland, 70-57. Angels over to Orioles, 14-8. As the Orioles streak of consecutive losses reaches 19 as they drop to 38-86. Angels improved to 63-64. Pirates over to D-backs, 4-2. The Pirates are 48-80 or 46-80. Arizona 42-85. Rays over to Phillies, 3-1. The Rays are 78-48. Phillies 63-62. White Sox over to Blue Jays, 5-2. The White Sox are 73-54. Toronto 65-59. Red Sox over to Twins, 11-9. The Red Sox are 72-55. Minnesota 54-71. Giants over to Mets, 8-0. The Giants are 81-44. The Mets are 61-64. Rangers over to Indians, 7-3. The Rangers are 44-81. Cleveland is 61-62. Nats over to Marlins, 5-1. So best bet was a loser. Washington 54-70. Miami 51-75. Yanks over to Braves, 5-4. The Yanks 74-52. Atlanta 68-58. So the Yankees have now won 11 straight. Wonder what's going to end first. The Yankees winning streak or the Orioles losing streak. I'm going to say the former ends before the latter because the Orioles are just so bad. Tigers over to Cardinals, 4-3. The Tigers are 61-66. St. Louis 63-61. And plus the Yankees have some tough games coming up. Brewers over the Reds, 7-4. The Brewers are 77-49. Cincinnati is 69-58. Astros over the Royals, 4-0. Astros 74-52. KC 56-69. Dodgers over the Padres, 5-2. Dodgers 79-47. San Diego 68-59. Rockies Cubs postponed until today, as that's now a double header. 1:15, you got the Tigers and the Cardinals from Busch Stadium. Tariq Skubal, John Lester. In terms of gambling, the Cards are minus 136. The Tigers are plus 116. The total in this game is 9.5. Overs minus 102. Unders minus 120. Tigers plus 1.5 is minus 178. Cards minus 1.5 is plus 146. I'm going to go with over 9.5 minus 102. 2 o'clock, Royals Astros. Mike Minor, Lance McCullers Jr. The Astros are minus 255. The Royals are plus 210. Over under 8. Overs minus 115. Unders minus 104. Royals plus 1.5 is plus 104. Astros minus 1.5 is minus 125. This game I'm going to go over 8 minus 118. 2:20, Game 1, Rockies Cubs. Herman Marquez, Zach Davies. Rockies minus 154. Cubs plus 130. Over under 6.5. Overs minus 115. Unders minus 105. Rockies minus 1.5 is plus 122. Cubs plus 1.5 is minus 146. I'm going over 6.5 minus 115 because it's a doubleheader game. 7 o'clock, you have the Angels and the Orioles from Camden Yards. Shohei Ohtani's going for LA. We don't know who's going for Baltimore. But I'm leaning, depending on the pitcher for the Orioles, and if the total is under 9, I might take the over. If not, Angels run line. D-backs Pirates, Tyler Gilbert and Mitch Keller. I don't see these lines up for this one, amazingly enough. But I'm sure the D-backs are favored here. This is the kid that threw the no-hitter. If the total's anything less than 9, I'm taking the over. Braves Phillies from Philly. Ryan Yarbrough, Zach Wheeler. Phillies minus 144, Rays plus 122. Over under 8. Overs minus 105. Unders minus 105. Or overs minus 115. Rays plus 1.5 is minus 172. Phillies minus 1.5 is plus 142. Tough one. I'm going to go under 8 minus 105. I think this is another low-scoring game. I can't go Rays here. Zach Wheeler's pitching well this year. White Sox, Blue Jays, Lucas Giolito and Robbie Ray. Blue Jays minus 120, White Sox plus 102, over under 8.5. Overs minus 106, unders minus 114. White Sox minus 1.5 is plus 168. Blue Jays plus 1.5 is minus 205. I'm going with the White Sox as a dog. I can't believe Giolito's a dog. I'm taking the White Sox. Twins, Red Sox. Bailey Ober, Nick Pivetta. The Red Sox minus 166. The Twins are plus 140. Over under 10.5. Overs minus 108. Unders minus 112. Twins plus 1.5 is minus 138. Red Sox minus 1.5 is plus 115. I'm going under 10.5 minus 112. Maybe it's a 6-4 game. Or 7-3. Giants, Mets. I'm thinking New York Mets, and I see Giants. I don't know why I thought the word Jets just came out of my mouth. Johnny Cueto, Taijuan Walker is the pitching matchup. The Mets are favored, minus 102. The Giants are plus 102, over under 8.5. Overs minus 118, unders minus 104. Giants plus 1.5 is minus 205. Mets minus 1.5 is plus 168. I can't believe the Mets are favored here. I'm taking the Giants as a road dog. If it comes back to bite me in the ass, so be it. Rangers, Indians. Jake Latz making his debut against Zach Plesac. Indians minus 210, Rangers plus 176, over under 9. Overs minus 108, unders minus 112. Texas plus 1.5 is minus 104. Indians minus 1.5 is minus 115. I'm going over 9 minus 108 because of the unknown of Latz. Nats, Marlins. Josiah Gray and Edward Cabrera making his debut for the Marlins. And, I don't see a line for this either. But I would assume the Nats are probably favored because Cabrera is just an unknown. But if the total's anything less than 9, maybe I'll jump on the over. 8 o'clock, Reds, Brewers. Luis Castillo and Brandon Woodruff. Brewers minus 174, Reds plus 146, over under 7.5, minus 110 each way. Reds plus 1.5 is minus 150. Brewers minus 1.5 is plus 125. Luis Castillo has pitched great lately. I'm going to take the Reds as a dog again, plus 146. And last but not least, 10 o'clock on ESPN, you have the Dodgers and the Padres. Walker Buehler, Blake Snell. Dodgers minus 146, Padres plus 126, over under 8. Overs minus 114, unders minus 106. Dodgers minus 1.5 is plus 122. Padres plus 1.5 is minus 146. I'm going to go over 8 minus 114 for my pick for this matchup. All right, now we'll go to the WNBA. We will recap last night's games, and we'll look ahead to tonight's matchup. The Lynx over the Storm 76-70. The Lynx 15-9, Seattle 18-8. Sylvia Fulls 29 points, 20 boards. Wow. Brianna Stewart had 18-16. Sky over the Dream 86-79. The Sky 12-12. Atlanta 6-18. Allie Quigley had 21 points. Odyssey Sims had 17 and 5 assists. Sun over the Aces 76-62. Connecticut 18-6. Las Vegas 17-7. So Connecticut is now in the lead in the standings. Breon January 19. Chelsea Gray 15 for Vegas. Mystics over the Sparks 78-68. The Mystics 9-14. LA 10-14. Maisha Hines Allen had 19. Nia Coffey 15 for LA. The game tonight at 7 o'clock on NBA TV is the Mercury at the Liberty. Phoenix is a 6-point favorite in this one. Phoenix is playing great lately. I don't think the Liberty are going to win, but I think that they're going to cover. I think there's a chance they miss the postseason. They're in 7th right now, and they're really trending in the wrong direction. I'm worried about the Liberty. So, I'm going to take the Liberty plus the points, but I'm going to take the Mercury to win the game. All right, now we'll move on to the Little League World Series, as I will go over the results from yesterday and look ahead to today's double elimination games. Abilene, Texas over Toms River, New Jersey 2-1. Hooksett, New Hampshire over Lake Oswego, Oregon 14-6. So impressive win for New Hampshire. All right, double elimination games. 1 o'clock on ESPN. You have Hamilton, Ohio against Hooksett, New Hampshire. Hooksett with an impressive win. Ohio's been up and down throughout the tournament. But my pick for this game, I'm going to go with the momentum. I think New Hampshire's on a run, so I'm going to take New Hampshire over Ohio. Hooksett over Hamilton. 3 o'clock on ESPN, you have Hastings, Nebraska against Abilene, Texas. I like how Abilene is played of late. Nebraska is playing well also. But I'm going to go with Abilene. 5 o'clock on ESPN, you have Torrance, California against Sioux Falls, South Dakota. Sioux Falls is coming off a shutout, and so is Torrance. But I like Torrance better, so I'm going to go with Torrance because I like their offense better. And at 7:30 on ESPN, you got another double elimination game, the last one of the night. Taylor, Michigan against Honolulu, Hawaii. Taylor's had some clutch wins. Honolulu's had some impressive performances in this run as well. I think this is the best game of the night, personally. But I'm going to go with Honolulu to advance. I just like that team a lot. And Taylor's good, too. But I think Taylor was lucky to beat Abilene the other day, so I'm going to go Honolulu over Taylor in the last game of the Little League World Series for tonight. Now I'm going to look at the MLS All-Star Game for tonight. It's going to be an interesting game, I'd say. The rosters. You have the MLS All-Stars. You got Julian Araujo of LA Galaxy, Edward Esteta of LAFC, George Balo of Atlanta United, Andre Blake of Philadelphia, Gustavo Bao of New England, Tejan Buchanan of New England, Cade Cowell of San Jose, Pedro Galice of Orlando City, Carlos Gil of New England, Yimar Gomez, Andre of Seattle, Javier Hernandez of LA Galaxy, Damir Krelach of Real Salt Lake, Jesus David Murillo of LAFC, Nani of Orlando City, Nuhau of Seattle Sounders, Joao Pelo of Seattle as well, and Bob Bradley is the manager. And then the Liga MX All-Stars, which is a bunch of guys that are not in the MLS. You have Alexis Canelo of Toluca, Andre Pierre Gignac of UANL, Rogelio Fuentes Mori of Monterrey, Santiago Munoz of Santos Laguna, Jonathan Rodriguez of Cruz Azul, Pedro Aquino of America, Fernando Gorrion of Santos Laguna, Angel Mena of Leon, Luis Montez of Leon, Guido Pizarro of UANL, Luis Romo of Cruz Azul, Rubens Sambueza of Toluca, Diego Valdez of Santos Laguna, and the manager is Juan Reynoso of Cruz Azul. I I like the MLS All-Star squads tonight, and I think it's going to be a low-scoring game. I think it's going to be a fun game. I think that they have more talent. So give me the MLS All-Stars over the Liga MX All-Stars in tonight's matchup. All right, now we're going to go to golf as we will look to the next event, which is the BMW Championship at Caves Valley Golf Club in Baltimore. I'm going to go over the tee times. 9:40, Keith Mitchell, Charles Schwartzel, and Kevin Streelman. 9:52, Harold Varner III, Aaron Weiss, and Robert Streb. And by the way, I'm just going to do notables. 10:04, Cam Champ, Taylor Hogue, Shane Lowry. 10:16, Webb Simpson, Ryan Henley, and Brandon Grace. 10:16, oh wait, we just did that one. I'm sorry. 10:28, Scotty Scheffler, Daniel Berger, Dustin Johnson. 10:40, Joaquin Neiman, Corey Connors, and Stuart Sink. 10:57, Victor Hovland, Brooks Koepka, and Xander Schauffele. 11:09, Abraham Ancer, Luis Olson. 11:21, Cam Smith, Tony Finau, John Rahm. 11:33, Kevin Kisner. 11:45, Siwoo Kim, Keegan Bradley, Cam Triangle. 11:57, Henry Higgs, Phil Mickelson, and Ryan Palmer. 12:14, Sebastian Munoz, Chris Kirk, Jonathan Vegas. 12:26, Paul Casey, Maverick McNeely, and Emiliano Grillo. 12:38, Alex the Red, Lucas Glover, Matt Jones. 12:50, Caleb Ortiz, Brian Harmon. Carlos Ortiz. 1:02, Cam Davis, Kangwoo Lee, and Mark Leishman. 1:14, Kevin Na, Hideki Matsuyama, and Jason Kokrak. 1:31, Bryson DeChambeau, Jordan Spieth, Harry English. 1:43, Colin Morikawa, Justin Thomas, Patrick Cantlay. 1:55, Sanjay and Rory McIlroy, Brett Horschel. 2:07, Evan Van Rooyen, Sergio Garcia, Lee Westwood. 2:19, Phil Kazir, Taylor Gooch, and Mackenzie Hughes. All right, so my pick for this tournament, it's a tough call. A lot of good golfers in this one, as a lot more people are playing. The BMW Championship, my pick, I'm going to go with Jordan Spieth. That's 22-1. I kind of have a feeling about Jordan Spieth here. He's come close a couple times. I think he breaks through here. So I'm going to go Jordan Spieth to win the 2021 BMW Championship. All right, now I'm going to do my NFL guard ranks, as I will rank the guards, the projected starting guards for this season. 64 players, obviously, made the list. So, without further ado, here we go. 64, Josh Andrews, Falcons. 63, Ali Udoh, Vikings. 62, Justin McCary, Texans. 61, Trey Smith, Chiefs. 60, Liam Eichenberg, Dolphins. 59, Shane Lemieux, Giants. 58, Ben Bredesen, Ravens. 57, Justin Murray, Cardinals. 56, Quinton Spain, Bengals. 55, Max Sharping, Texans. 54, Lucas Patrick, Packers. 53, Jonah Jackson, Lions. 52, Michael Jordan, Bengals. 51, Will Hernandez, Giants. 50, Cody Ford, Bills. 49, John Miller, Panthers. 48, Greg Van Rotten, Jets. 47, Denzel Good, Raiders. 46, John Feliciano, Bills. 45, O'Day Abushi, Chargers. 44, Elijah Vera Tucker, Jets. 43, Dalton Risner, Broncos. 42, Cesar Ruiz, Saints. 41, Pat Eflin, Panthers. 40, Austin Corbett, Rams. or Cornett. I think it is Corbett. 39, Gabe Jackson, Seahawks. 38, Justin Pugh, Cardinals. 37, Matt Fielder, Chargers. 36, Robert Hunt, Dolphins. 35, Nate Davis, Titans. 34, AJ Khan, Jaguars. 33, Halapuvati Vayati, Lions. 32, Andres Pete, Saints. 31, James Daniels, Bears. 30, Wes Schweitzer, football team. 29, Graham Glasnow, Broncos. 28, Roger Saffold, Titans. 27, Mark Glowinski, Colts. 26, Wyatt Teller, Browns. 25, Kevin Dotson, Steelers. 24, Ezra Cleveland, Vikings. 23, Elgton Jenkins, Packers. 22, Daniel Brunskill, 49ers. 21, Andrew Norwell, Jaguars. 20, Alex Kappa, Buccaneers. 19, Isaac Simuolo, Eagles. 18, Damian Lewis, Seahawks. 17, David Edwards, Rams. 16, Connor Williams, Cowboys. 15, Trey Turner, Steelers. 14, Cody Whitehair, Bears. 13, Richie Incognito, Raiders. 12, Chris Lindstrom, Falcons. 11, Laken Tomlinson, 49ers. 10, Joe Thuney, Chiefs. 9, Kevin Zeitler, Ravens. 8, Michael Onwenu, Patriots. 7, Joel Bitonio, Browns. 6, Brandon Scherf, football team. 5, Ali Marpet, Buccaneers. 4, Shaq Mason, Patriots. 3, Brandon Brooks, Eagles. 2, Quentin Nelson, Colts. And number 1, Zach Martin, Dallas Cowboys. I don't remember if I had Martin or Nelson 1 last year, but those are easily the top 2 linemen in the league. Brandon Brooks, if I'm not mistaken, did not play last year. I think he opted out. I think he's in for a big year. Marpet really broke onto the scenes last year on the Super Bowl winning Bucks. Shaq Mason's a rock on that offensive line. Brandon Scherf has been good. Joel Bitonio is very good. Michael Onwenu really had a good rookie year. I think he's in for a good season. Kevin Zeitler, I think it was a mistake for the New York Giants to cut him. He's going to have a good impact on the Ravens offensive line. And then Joe Thuney, I think, is one of the bigger free agent acquisitions of this offseason, signed by the Kansas City Chiefs. Alrighty. Now it's time for news and notes. As I'll go through today's news and notes, I don't think there's that much to talk about today. Kyle Rudolph to practice with the Giants as he passes physical and will return to practice on a limited basis. We'll see if he's back for week 1. Serena Williams is out of the U.S. Open, recovering from a torn hamstring. So that's a really bad news on the women's side. So, seen a couple stars recently drop out of the U.S. Open, although it should be fun. PSG rejects Mbappe's bid as Real Madrid's $188 million offer falls short of the $235 million asking price for Mbappe. The Patriots trade Sonny Michel to the Rams in exchange for 2 conditional picks. The Rams, I think, need running back depth with Henderson not being 100%. And the Patriots, by the way, have a lot of depth at that position, so they would afford to ship one of them away. Robbie Anderson gets paid 2 years, $29.5 million extension with over $20 million fully guaranteed. Okay, this is funny, but at the same time embarrassing. A lot of league folks have compared Texans CEO Cal McNair to the movie Tommy Boy after puzzling roster moves. Yikes. Alex Bregman's returned Wednesday, which is today, after missing over 2 months with a hamstring injury, so that's good news for the Astros. Jack Flaherty was removed from last night's start due to right shoulder soreness or tightness. That is not good. Hopefully he'll be okay. Francisco Lindor off the injured list as he came back last night against the Giants, although it did not help. We talked about the Orioles losing streak hitting 19. It's the first 19-game losing streak since the 2005 Royals. a contract extension for Coach Bud, 3 years. Good job for Coach Bud. He wins the title. He gets an extension. That's deserving now. The Mavericks are hiring Jared Dudley as a front of the bench assistant for Jason Kidd's staff. So I like that the staff that Jason Kidd is building in Dallas, and LeBron was not happy as he loves Dudley and loves his leadership. So that didn't bode well for LeBron. Bills wide receiver Isaiah McKenzie injures his shoulder after taking a hard hit in practice. Hopefully he'll be okay. He's a good receiver and special teams player for the Bills. Ooh. Jaguars running back Travis Etienne likely out for the year to undergo surgery to repair a Lisfranc fracture in his foot. That is not good. They really picked him to... And let's face it, they picked him because that was Trevor Lawrence's teammate. They wanted to appease Trevor Lawrence. And now he's hurt. And now the chippers are going to be out. Oh, they should have taken another player. Running back to the first round. Very risky. But yeah, that's just unfortunate for Etienne. Yadier Molina gets a 1-year, $10 million extension through next season, so that is good for the Cardinals. Lamar Jackson's message to the NFL. I strongly doubt it about people will figuring him out this season. We'll see about that. We'll see if Lamar backs up his words. Tony Hawk's Blood skateboard is now available to buy. So that's interesting news that I want to drop. And the last thing I wanted to touch on is that the Big Ten, the Pac-12, and the ACC announced their alliance on the future evolution of college athletics and scheduling. So, something that was rumored about since last week comes into fruition as the conferences confirm their alliance. Alrighty, everybody. Best bet time. Best bet. I believe I've had 2 losers this week, if I'm not mistaken. So, today's best bet is a tough call. I'm going to go with Major League Baseball. So, let's go. This is a tough one. Ooh, the total is 8 in the Nats-Marlins game. It's about to pick 'em. I'm going to go under 8 and Rays Phillies tonight as my best bet. Do I love it? But I think that it can absolutely cash. I like that under a lot. The Rays Phillies under 8 as my best bet of the day. All right, so that's it for the show. I'll be back recapping everything going on today, looking ahead to tomorrow. I'll look at the leaderboard for the BMW, news and notes, and center rankings tomorrow for the NFL. And tomorrow night at some point, or maybe late afternoon, I'm going to potentially drop my college football predictions show. If not tomorrow, then it's going to be late Friday night, which is probably the more realistic time frame for that. Alrighty, hope you guys have a great day, everybody.